Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Sylvania Football Show. Howie Chaney along with Coach Tanner Nelson. A big win this past week in the playoffs, Coach, but every win from here on out is going to be a big win.
Yeah, it was a big win for us. We started the game kind of slow, kind of after halftime really kicked it in, and like you said, anytime you get a win in playoffs, it's a big deal. So we're just happy to get the win, but of course we got plenty of stuff to clean up to get ready to play Friday.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about the slow start. Do you think it was a little hangover from the win against Pisgah or a big pep rally Friday with a lot of local news outlets being there giving y'all team of the week and everything? What do you think caused the slow start?
Well, it could have been several different things, but I don't really know about what really could have been, other than just really wasn't focused. Got to the 20, on the opening drive and had a couple penalties, kind of killed the drive there, and kind of several things like that. But overall, our defense, really kept us in the game. They played very well really the first half to really get our offense a chance to kind of get going in the second half. So they definitely carried us Friday night. They played really really good, but and then overall in the second half, I thought the offense kind of got their feet back under them and they played a really good half.
Yeah, absolutely. Weaver came in, and we talked about it last week. 4-6 record, but that record was really deceiving with a very talented team.
Yeah, they were a really good football team, and they started the year kind of slow, and they got some stuff figured out about halfway through, and they were one of the hottest teams in the state, and they definitely played well. We were just able to our defense was able to play good enough to allow our offense to kind of get back into the game after halftime, and we came in and made a few adjustments, and we tweaked a few things, and we was able to get going in the second half.
Yeah, they had a lot of speed. Was you really? I know you said they were pretty fast, but was you, after seeing them in person compared to the film, were you really surprised how much speed they did have?
Yeah, they definitely had a lot of speed, and I think they were more physical up front, and we what we saw on tape. They were a really good football team, physical, and they had guys that could run around and make plays, and they were hard to defend. That's why I think our defense played really really well, and they could hurt you multiple ways, and uh, it was a very good performance for our defense because they were very very hard to defend, and yeah, we was definitely just able to make plays, and that's kind of what we continue to preach all season. It's to the next play, and they definitely played each play well, and had a pass interference down there on the far side that we could easily just say whatever, and but they continued to fight, and we held them to a field goal, and we made them, but we made them work hard, and that just goes back to each day coming in ready to go, and continue to improve and continue doing all the small things right.
Yeah, little hiccup on the special teams. They kicked it to number 4 by mistake, and he. Wow, you talking about a lot of speed now. He's got speed, and he just took it to the house.
Yeah, he's I think a three-time track uh, state champion. That's kind of what we talked about all week, and it was one of them things where it happens. That's just football. It happens, and but at the end of the day, we keep to him, but we still got to go tackle somebody, and that's what uh, we hopefully we'll have some of that stuff cleaned up. And I just thought we was a little bit tired, and we just kind of going through the motions a little bit on on kickoff and kind of recovering down there, and we just kind of going through the motions, and not kind of where we're supposed to be, and off a few landmarks, and that cost us. You see what happens. You kind of playoff games, you win or lose. Really, it comes back to special teams. So we hopefully we get that cleaned up, and we got to be better, and we got to starts with me, and we got to just be better and get all that cleaned up going into this week.
After that touchdown, they came out with the extra point. They they did the old school swinging gate, brought everybody in, and then then went back to the swinging gate formation. Was y'all expecting that, or was that like a new wrinkle for them?
Yeah, they've done it. They've done it several times on tape, and we kind of practiced a little bit, and that's still very hard to defend. They kind of get numbers and kind of get you missing line somewhere, and able to several times that really past couple of weeks they've been able to convert them, and that was you know it's just anytime you can uh, hold them, make them have to kick a PAT. It's good, and was happy to, it's really the only touchdown we gave up came on special teams, so we didn't have to see their water bucket and all the multiple things they can do on PAT to give you problems, but we was able to overall a good performance from our defense, and that's just goes back to working hard and continue to improve. And it's another tough game this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, let's talk a little bit after the game Friday night on Saturday morning. A lot of people may not realize, but you got to be up and on the road real early on Saturday morning heading to Montgomery. What is the process, and what do you have to do when you get to Montgomery?
It's just a meeting and going over all the kind of tickets and all that. When you're away team, it's pretty much you just agree kind of you know now that we're in the second, third round, and I think all the officials are 7-man crews. So, really to be, I mean, you pretty much just agreeing you know, to go on the road and play. In this case, we play Winfield, so kind of agree to kind of the terms, and but overall, that's pretty much it.
When you, I know you're first year head coach and all that, but do you know if any of the other local coaches possibly get together and ride down together, or is it just every man for themselves?
Yeah, well, we usually have me and Coach Davis from Geraldine rode down this past week, and it just kind of depends on what's going on. We usually reach out, kind of see who's going. Last week, Coach Benefield he went down on went down on Friday because they played Thursday, so you always have stuff like that. So hopefully, as you get later and later in playoffs, hopefully, you still see guys going down, and hopefully we're at next Saturday we're able to go down again.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, everybody talks about everything. What goes around, comes in a full circle. And you started the season off at a jamboree game against Winfield, and you're going to get to see them again Friday night.
Yeah, they're a really good football team, coached well, and they're big and physical, and they got athletes to run around, and they got one loss, so that's really their first game of the year. So they've won 10 straight since. They're red hot, and they do a lot of great things. Similar in some ways, offensive, some of the teams we've already played this year, and they just do. They're very well coached, and they're hard to defend, and defensively, they're big up front, and they're gonna give us some things that give us some problems, but we just got to be ready to execute whenever we have chances throughout the game. Uh, you never know what it's going to be, and we just got to be ready to go, and we'll find out something that'll work, and hopefully we can stick with it.
If I remember correctly, in that Winfield Jamboree game, they came out three, four wide and tossing the ball everywhere. Is that what we expect to see again Friday night?
Yeah, they're going to give them multiple formations, and they're going to try to get somebody misaligned and some stuff like that, and um, they're going to give you several different things, and they're big up front. They want to run the football is what they want to do, and that's similar to us. We want to run the football as well. So it's just kind of you got to just get in there, and it's every snap, and we got to be physical and ready to go, and we just can't give up that big play. Like we just got to make them drive, and if you make anybody drive long enough, usually they mistakes happen or a turnover or something to happen. So we just got to make them drive, and hopefully good things happen.
So you say they like to run the ball and all that. Let's talk a little bit on their offense. Who are some of the key players that y'all are kind of watching out for come Friday night on the offensive side for Winfield?
Yeah, their running back's really good, number 4, and they kind of got a couple guys back there that kind of run the ball some, and number 4 is really good. Quarterback number 8, he's a really good football player. He likes to, in some ways similar to Geraldine. Some, he's reading some backers and stuff like that, and on some different type things, and they're big up front, big line, tight ends big. So they're a very well kind of balanced team. They can throw and run, so you can't just take away one thing and they're not going to be able to do anything else. So they're definitely a challenge, and I think they're scoring 37 points a game. So it's definitely a challenge, and it's going to be a lot of work come Friday.
Absolutely. And let's move over to the defensive side. What do we expect for them on the defensive side, and maybe some of their key players as well?
Right. They're they're multiple fronts. I think what we've seen, a lot of even front so far, but come Friday, you don't really know what you'll get. Both linebackers are good in the box. You know, very athletic out on the corners and safeties, and they're big, very big up front line. They're gonna look they look good. And they're fast, and they play low, and they make it very difficult to run on them, and we're gonna really work hard to gain yards on them, and that's kind of that's second round of playoffs, and that's kind of what you expect. It's a traveling 3 hours, and it's a lot of stuff kind of going against us in a lot of ways. So we got to be ready to go and stay focused, from here until Friday, and continue to improve on some things. And I think we will. We've had a really good 2 days, and but we still got some ways to go before Friday.
Been out of school yesterday and today. How has that affected your practice any?
Nothing really. We came in about the same time and all that kinds of stuff. So we kind of kept it all the same, and not trying to get away from kind of the routine, and so trying to keep everything the same. And even Friday we'll kind of stay on the same type of routine we had when we went down to Fayette County. So, but yeah, but I'll just stay into today, and we'll get back at it tomorrow, and we'll be ready to go.
You kind of took my next question away from me. I was going to ask you what's the routine or what's going to happen on Friday, get ready to go to Winfield.
Yeah, I think it's the same as we went to Fayette County, and we're going to stop and eat, and we'll try to find somewhere to, kind of stretch our legs, before we get there, and kind of move around a little bit. So, but, all that kind of, then we'll try to get there about normal time, about 5 o'clock, and be ready to go. So, I think we got a pretty good plan in place, and but all that's good, but we got to be ready to go at 7 o'clock, and and hopefully we will, because I really like the past 2 days, and we've been really focused, and and it just goes back to this senior group. They don't want to be done playing, and they've held everybody accountable, and made just everybody's job easier, just from the leadership every day, and they so it's hopefully we got a long ways to go, and I think this group they definitely don't want to be done, and they've had really good 2 days so far of Winfield preparation, but we got tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll see about Winfield come Friday.
It seemed like, Coach, the week of the Pisgah game, it seemed like not just coaching staff, but players and everybody just kind of flipped a switch and said, "All right, it's playoff time. Let's get started. Let's go." Starting the week of Pisgah. Am I wrong about that, or is it just does it seem like that?
Yeah, that was about right. We that's kind of our message to them. We knew going into Pisgah, we knew it was a playoff type atmosphere, and and that's what we talked about, past couple of weeks about just that's kind of what it was. It was definitely a playoff atmosphere, and a lot of it was loud, and kind of affected us a little bit earlier, but we kind of settled in, and kind of got our feet back under us a little bit. But that's definitely kind of what it'd be Friday. Winfield, they're gonna have a great crowd, and hopefully we will too. So it's gonna be loud, and you never know. It may be raining, or you never know what the weather will be. So we just have to be really focused on what we can control, and whatever that looks like come Friday, and we'll when we get there Friday, we'll be ready to go no matter what. We won't have any anything to really say we weren't ready for, because we've kind of seen everything so far this year, and it just goes back to we kind of worked everything throughout the week, and we just got to be ready to go and ready to execute when there's chances to be when plays to be made.
So, watching film or watching tape on Winfield, how far back can you watch, or how many games have you been able to watch of them?
Yeah, we traded the past three, so kind of it's kind of a lot. You don't want to get too many tapes in, because you just spend a lot of time. Teams, they change throughout the year, and so definitely you just kind of get their big things they do, and what they do well, and you try to practice that. I mean, you really only have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So now, I mean, the really about 4 days kind of prepare for that, and really the hay's in the barn now. So Mark is more you just clean up day and polish and all that. So you can't really 10 games. If you try to do all 10 games, you wouldn't. Uh, it'd be very, very difficult to try to get all that in. So last three, and we just kind of our normal type routine on Sundays. And Saturdays, just get all that in and be ready to go. And we don't really try to. I don't think you really try to make more than it is. I think you just gotta stay on the routine, and I think we've done a great job so far.
So, you're talking about y'all swapped the last three tapes and everything. I remember back in the day, coaches used to have to get up on Saturday mornings and go and actually physically exchange VHS tapes, and then it went to DVDs. How is it now? Do you carry something with you to Montgomery, or do y'all just email something?
It's on huddle. We was already swapped an hour after Friday night's game, so it was that quick.
Oh
We
wow!
already had three tapes in by Friday at 10:30. So it's a quick process. Just biggest thing is just getting your tape uploaded, and when you travel, it takes a little bit longer. But yeah, that's the biggest thing. Just takes about just getting it uploaded and swapping it over and all that. So it's a pretty easy process now.
So let's talk about that real quick. Who does all that stuff for you? The filming of the games and the tapes and all that stuff.
Right. There's kind of several type guys. Uh, kind of goes in about the drone and sideline and all that. It's a group effort. It takes a lot of people to be able to kind of do what uh, we try to do. It's you got Nick Bryant, who he flies the drone, and Colin Parnell and Aiden Parnell. They kind of do some of the video and all that, and you got DJ Starlin. He does a lot of our video type, throughout the week and all that kinds of stuff. And we got coaches and all that kind of, trying to huddle and swapping tape and all that kinds of stuff. So there's several people that kind of make up all that stuff. It takes a lot of people to do what we do, and so very appreciative of everything that everybody does. Uh, so it's a kind of a process, but we're lucky enough to get everything in each Friday.
I don't know if you've heard it or not, but Whitesburg Christian was really surprised that we had a drone flying at the in the end zone there that night. The announcer just couldn't get over it.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I guess they've never seen anybody fly a drone, but that's the new age way age, whichever way you want to put it. That the drone is a big part of the coaching part as far as watching film.
Yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. You can kind of see more kind of how they're lined in the box and stuff like that, and make some adjustments during the game. We got sideline, sky coach, and all that on the sideline, and able to make it a little bit easier on us, and make some adjustments. And I've been places where you didn't have anything. You just having to go off eyes and just make notes in the booth and all that kind of stuff. But able to make adjustments in the game's big and getting everybody in the right spot. So, we're very fortunate to have everything we have, and it really helps and it gives us a big advantage.
Absolutely. And I almost forgot an important part of Winfield's team. Let's talk about their special teams as far as their kicker, the punter, and all that. Are they pretty solid on the special teams part?
Yeah, they're the punter he'll punt it about 45 yards, and they kick off about 20, and I've seen him kick it down to about 10 a couple times, and so they're they cover well, and they return well, and they're going to do all this stuff. They're not going to get beat on special teams, and that's kind of just a good football team. They're not going to get themselves beat, and we're just going to, if we get some on special teams, we're just got to have to earn it. So you know that's just what we got to do, and we got to be ready to go and ready to make plays come Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. Coach, let's talk about going to Winfield Friday night. I know you're wanting a big crowd to come out. I know it's a long drive, but it's going to be worth the drive to come out and watch our Rams play.
Yeah, like I said, about a 3 hour trip, but I definitely think our crowd they've been behind us past couple weeks, and that home field advantage type crowd that we've had especially the past 2 weeks. That kind of it's really helped us, and we was able to get two big wins. And some of that just goes back to crowd, and all the players, they everybody there and supporting them, and it means a lot to everybody just having the support, and we're just happy to have the community behind us, and everybody each week coming out and being loud, and they just can whatever we need. They always make sure we have it, so we're very appreciative of everything we have, and we're proud of the community, and proud of just really everybody on our sideline every Friday night.
So moving into round two, nothing has changed as far as ticket prices are still $12 for a second round,
Yes.
and same that will go for at Sylvania as far as at Winfield. There's no reserve seats, first come first serve. Of course, they can charge for parking, but do you know if you can actually buy the tickets at the gate, or does it have to be on the what is Go Fans?
Yeah, they'll have tickets at the gate, and they also have Go fans. So have multiple ways, kind of make it whatever's easiest for everybody. So the last couple of years it's been just straight Go fan, and they've had several complaints and stuff like that. So they've brought back the tickets, and so it just makes it easy on if you got cash or card, whatever. So they definitely they you know got it kind of worked out. So multiple different type options, definitely makes it easier for everybody.
Absolutely. I went to a playoff game out at Spring Garden just a few years ago, and I bought the tickets on Go Fans. But then once I got there was no internet service. I had no uh, no capability of getting the tickets up. So you had everybody walking around out in the parking lot trying to find cell service to where they could get their tickets pulled up to be able to get into the game.
Yeah.
So I like it being able to go back to the ticket, being able to buy the ticket there just in case you can't, you get somewhere that doesn't have cell service.
Yeah, that's very beneficial, and and they've kind of they've heard complaints, and they've kind of got everything kind of where it's a lot easier on everybody, and that makes it just an easier experience at the game, and they got NFHS now where you can watch it, online, and I think just about everybody has that online now. So there's multiple ways to watch the game and multiple ways to get a ticket. So it's a little bit for a little bit for everybody.
Absolutely. TJ Haynes, thanks for watching, man. TJ Haynes says, let's go Rams. And we agree with you, TJ. Let's have a big show on Friday night. Come out and support the Rams. I was going to look up the address, but I don't remember. I didn't have time before I got home. Do you happen to know the address where for Winfield where they could type it in and Google it
Yeah,
and all that?
232 Pirate Cove, Winfield, Alabama 35594.
Absolutely. So nobody can say they don't know how to get there. If they're watching this show here, they know the address. They know how to get there.
If that address is wrong, I got it off the school website, so I don't. That's not my fault. So
blame blame it on John Seals.
yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. So Judy Sparks says go Rams. Yes, ma'am. Let's go Rams. I think she was one of the Coach Condi's fan club members when he was on here for a couple of weeks. There, I think she was one of the head fan club members for Coach Condi. Coach, we're going to let you get out here early. I know you've been busy for the last couple of weeks with the playoffs and everything. Any shout outs you want to give out to anybody or anything else you want to talk about before we let you go?
Just everybody come out. This Friday we need a great crowd. We need everybody behind us, and my wife Aubrey and son Grayson, and we expecting a daughter in January. So as soon as football gets over with, we don't get it don't get any easier. You're still gonna be very busy in the months coming up. Hopefully, we play to December. So, and in January, my daughter will be born. So it's gonna be a busy time. So a lot of people go, take breaks and all that. But so hopefully, we're still playing to December, and hopefully next Saturday we're able to go down to Montgomery, and just overall, just hopefully we're here again next week, able to talk. But you never know this time of the year, so anytime you can get a win, it don't matter if you win by 1 point. That's really all we're looking for. So hopefully we'll make enough plays to come away with a big win Friday, and just survive in advance. That's kind of our mindset, just survive in advance. And or if we're lucky enough to win, we'll worry about who we play come Saturday. But so just we're this team, they've worked hard throughout the year, and a great senior leadership, and they continue to improve and continue to get better each day. And I hope, and I really feel like we got a long way to go. So really thank y'all for what y'all do. And we just come Friday, we'll be at Winfield, and like I said, come out and support us. And we need all the help we can get from everybody in the bleachers. So thank y'all for everything that kind of y'all do and the community does behind us, and really makes my job and these coaches' job a lot easier.
Coach, don't thank us, man. We appreciate you. You could easily be at home right now with the family, playing with your son and everything, but you take the time out to stay and talk to us and let us behind the scenes a little bit for the Sylvania Rams, and we appreciate you taking the time to do this for us.
Thank y'all.
So, yeah, come out Friday night, 7 o'clock kickoff at Winfield. Uh, yeah, it's a long drive, but go out and support these guys. Let's help support this whole team. Like Coach said, we feel like we got a lot more to achieve this year, and the next achievement comes Friday night at Winfield. Kickoffs at 7, and Coach, any final remarks?
No, just like I said, be there Friday, and if we play, I think we have a very good opportunity to, to advance, and that just comes back to the work we've put in so far this week. And we still got some work to do, but I think we're trending in the right direction, kind of where we need to be. So, like I said, come out and support us, and like always, go Rams.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. Thanks for the time, and good luck to you. We'll see you on the sideline Friday night.
Thank you.
All right, that's Coach Tanner Nelson of the Sylvania Rams, and everybody come out and support these guys Friday night. And We'll see you on the sideline, and good night and God bless everybody.